Everybody, back with some World of Tanks Blitz. So today we're taking a look at the Hori Type 2. So this is the Hori Type 2. It is a Tier 9 Japanese tech tree tank destroyer. And I have two absolutely insane replays to show you guys. There's going to be no live gameplay today with this thing, but if you want me to do a live gameplay session with this tank, do let me know. And I'll probably do one when I get the Hori, because that is obviously what I am trying to grind, so yeah. But we're going to go over the stats, and then I have, like I said, two replays, and all I'm going to say is both of those replays combined equal 10,000 damage. I am not kidding when I say that. So, yeah. So, hit points. It has 1,635 hit points, and that is for some reason with double sandbags, because, well, why not, you know? Makes sense, right, guys? 560 damage, which if you go to the Hori stats, it's the exact same damage as what the Hori can deal, just in Tier 9, so it's honestly quite insane. 290 millimeters of penetration, and if I go to the gun here, aiming time is 4.7 seconds. Damage per minute is 2,617. It's got a 12.84 second reload. Damage, armor piercing, again, 560. Armor piercing gold shells, 545. High explosive is 640. Which, if you didn't know, that is the same damage, same base damage as what the WZ-111 has. The 111 GFT, that's what it has. 15 degrees of gun elevation, 8 degrees of gun depression. And yeah, I mean, this thing also has reactive armor. Yeah, this thing's just a monster. That's really the only way to describe it. So, we're going to hop into the first two games. Technically speaking, these games were played back-to-back, except for the first one that we're going to look at, which is on Desert Sands. That one was played last night. That was my last game last night. And the other one that you'll see, the Naval Frontier, I played that one this morning. So, technically they are back-to-back, but technically they're not. But yeah, anyways. So, the Desert Sands game. This was a pretty crazy game, and I am so glad I was able to basically recreate what happened in the next game. So, up against us we have a Destiny, Jagdtiger, Standard B, Type 68, a 432, RU, and a T32. And let's just say the T32 is not the brightest player, which you'll see why. Alright, so here we go. I had a notification, that's why I stopped there for a second, but we're good. So we're gonna make our way towards Heaviside. Kind of like this heavy spot where I work. I mean, you'll see. I do like the design of the Hori Type 2. And funny enough, in World of Tanks PC, the Type 2 is actually the Tier 10. So technically I got the Tier 10, but not. So this guy just drives right over. I don't even know what bro's doing. And we get a nice 620 damage shell into the front of that T32. Alright, you feel like if you lose 600 health you would learn from your mistake, but let's just say maybe not. Because he comes back around, and so I aim it on him again, and 588 into him. Like, what is bro doing? You get what I mean when I said he's not the brightest player. Alright, we have the Type 68, and we're going to get a nice 596 damage shot into him. He hits me for 381. Buddy, who won that trade? Just asking, who won? Already we have a teammate that's down, but we are up to about 2,000 damage, and we're going to aim it on him again, and now we're up to 2,300 damage. So far, it's looking good for both teams. I mean, it's 1 kill to 1 kill, so the Destiny, I was curious to see if he was going to poke, and he isn't. And now that the Type is basically dead, that's when I'm like, alright, we're going to move up to support my East 75 a little bit closer. Get kind of aggressive with this bad boy. So I come around the corner, activate my reactive. He bounces me. I get a 512 damage shot. If you didn't notice, the type shot me and also bounced me. And we're up to almost 3,000 damage. We're up to 2,800 damage. The Destiny gets killed. Alright. And now there are 4 tanks left on the enemy. So, there's the RU. Can't get a shell into him, though. He's below the sand. And now we have the... I don't know if you noticed. Here, we'll look when you... I don't know if you noticed how absolutely, like, normal the Jagdtiger looked. This thing's got really good penetration, if you can't tell. Look at that. That's unreal. And, unfortunately, that shell goes into the dirt. And I do get shot by the Standard Bee. But so far, we're up to 3,400 damage. So, doing pretty good. And we're going to aim in back on him. He bounces me. And boom, 630 into that guy's lower plate. I bet you he felt that one. We're now up to 4,000 damage, alright? With 1,600 blocked. And I was trying to get the shell on him to kill him, you know, just to finish him off. And we roll around the corner here, aim in, and boom. And now the Standard Bee's a problem, so I activate my my reactive. And here comes the fun part, dealing with these two. He shoots at me, I quick aim, just snap it, kills him. Watch what he says. He just says F. I bet you he was not ready for that. I angle, and he does bounce me. We're up to 4,400 damage. Alright. He comes around the corner, get a nice 700 damage shot, bringing our total up to 5,101 damage. Absolute beast of a game, ladies and gentlemen. That was a really good game. So we aced the tank. That was my very first ace tank for this, well, for the Hori. And we got 2 kills. I made a buttload of credits, and obviously top on the team. I mean, my other player, he did 2,300 damage. Their highest did 500 damage. I mean, it's not much of a competition, really. Alright, so our next game is on Naval Frontier. This one I just played like 10 minutes ago, basically. So yeah, up against us we have an AMX 50-120, a Destiny, a Mil-2, a Fanric, I think that's how you pronounce it, AMX 1390, AT-15, and a Panther 2. Alright? So, here we go. I love the sound of the gun, by the way, on this tank. It's just perfection. I love it. And I love this tank. I'm honestly having really... I'm having a lot of fun playing it, so... So we're going to move up. I think what I might do is just do this. Oh boy, that's not good. Ignore that. That's my friend in the group chat. I'm keeping my thumb up towards the top if he starts texting again. Alright, so anyways, what we're doing is we're just going to be waiting, you know, see if somebody drives up there. You can see the AMX off to the right. And there's 2 tanks off to my right. There's the Fanric. We'll see if we can get a shot into him. And boom, 528 into the Fanric. It's a pretty good shell. Alright, I'm dropping this back down one more. I can hear my voice echo and it's like tripping me out. Alright, so let's see. Do we get another shell? And boom. 579. I don't know how we hit that shell, by the way, because like it wasn't like a pixel snipe, but it was pretty close. And now you can see the Panther 2, and watch what's about to happen. Alright, I switch to HE, aim it on his rear, and boom, we get a 784 damage fire. So now we're almost up to 2,000 damage. That was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I was expecting it to do a lot of damage, but not get a fire, but I'm happy. So, aiming on the Fanric, and boom, 522 into that Fanric, bringing our total up to 2,400 damage right now. But don't worry, this battle has just gotten started, and the end gets a little bit crazy. So, aiming back on the Fenric, and boom, 503, clearing him. We're up to almost 3,000 damage at this point. And yeah, I mean, I've just been farming the enemy. Mainly the Fenric, but still. It's 3-3, and we're going to move over to the Destiny to see if I can hit this Destiny. And I aim it on it, and does not pen. It actually hit the little rock that's in front of him. That spot is super good for, like, just any tank that's small. So, or has, like, a lower plate you can hide, so, yeah. So I'm going to try to move in a way that I can hit this Destiny. And at this point, I'm just waiting for him to poke. Which I'm still waiting, and now he pokes, and boom, 567. I tried to angle it, but I didn't do it correctly. That's my own fault, but whatever. We have the AMX 50 on my rear, and it's now just me and one of my other teammates versus 4 people. Okay? So I aim it on the AMX 50, you'll see here. We aim it on him, and I just snap it because I didn't want to get shot and clear him. We're up to 4,000 damage now. And at this point, I'm just like, what do I want to do? So I decided to turn around just to see if this guy was going to push me. And then I realized the Emil is behind me, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. So the Destiny's coming up. The Emil's behind me. Get a nice 647 damage shell into him. We're up to 4,600 damage at this point. And the Emil is trying to shoot me, but I'm just going to back up to where he can't. I also activated my reactive. And unfortunately, I can't get him. So that's fine. We're going to move over to this side, though. We're just going to leave the Destiny. My teammate gets a clear into that AMX 1390, which is very nice. And realistically, all this guy needed to do, the KV, if you see, look at his health. Look at my health, look at his health, right? The Emil has like 400 health, so realistically what he should have done, I think, is to try to move up and clear the Emil. But I'm totally fine with getting kills, you know, and absolutely farming the enemy and just smoking them. I got no problem with that, so I am a little bit glad he didn't move up. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, why isn't he moving up? You know, he doesn't have... It's not like he's like me, where I only have 500 health left, so... We're going to aim in on where the Emil was. He's basically behind that, like, barrier there. So, yeah, we're just going to aim there. There's the Emil. Can't get a shell. He backs up and boom. 490 right into the back of that Emil. Our damage is now 5,160, or as it says there, 5,002. And yeah, now at this point it's a race to see who can kill the Destiny. So he gets a shell, my teammate gets a shell into that Destiny. And my teammate's going to get another shell into the Destiny, bringing him down to 100 health. And I roll around the corner, aim in on the Destiny, and get a 109 damage clear for 5,269 damage. Absolute beast of a game as well. Ace the tank again, 5 kills, 5,269 damage, alright? Again, got a buttload of credits. And, yeah, I will say the KV5 did do a pretty good job. I mean, I carried both games, let's be real. I feel like I did, at least. I feel like in this game, I definitely carried. But, yeah, their highest was 732 damage. I mean, that's like nothing. So, yeah, we're going to add these up, though. So, we got 5,269 damage. I'm just going to do, like, we'll call it cheap math. Because I'm not actually going to, you know, grab out a calculator and add it all up. But, yeah, so 5,000, we'll just say 5,200 damage. Please tell me, okay. So yeah, 10,300 damage in total. With 2 games, I've done 10,300 damage, roughly. I think it's actually a little bit more, technically. That is honestly, like, insane. And like I said, if you look on the replays here, they were back-to-back. The first one was at 8:59 p.m. And then at 7:21 a.m. this morning. I played the Naval Frontier one. So yeah, that is the Hori Type 2. Like I said, this thing is a absolute beast. I've been having a lot of fun with this thing. The armor's pretty troll as well. It's actually pretty good on the upper plate. And I've been getting some bounces. But yeah, if you want me to do like a video where I do live gameplay on this, or I guess the next time I do a live stream, whether or not if I have the Hori Type 3, we'll play it and maybe this. But if I don't have it, then we can obviously play the Type 2. It's just like when we get the Hori, it's basically just a better version of this with the same damage. So I'm not sure if I'll do that, but we'll see. We'll see whenever I do a live stream. But or if you guys want me to do a separate, like another video on this tank, doing live gameplay, we can do that. But I just thought I'd share both of those. I'm like, I got the 5,000 damage game yesterday night, and I'm like, oh, I have to do a video with this. And then I played that other 5,000 damage game this morning, and I'm like, well, now I just have to do a video, like, in total with both of them. So, yeah, in total, 10,300 damage. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys think about the Hori Type 2. And if you are curious and wondering about, like, which tank destroyer to go for, if you don't got the Hori, I'd honestly recommend it. If you can tell, I had so much free XP that I started at the tier 8. And I'll be honest, the Hori Type 1 is, like, not good. Like, I'll be honest, it's inaccurate. The Hori Type 2, though, very fun. Its other gun is pretty good as well, but I love this gun. And then, obviously, the Type 3 is just, like, beautiful. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys think about the Hori Type 2, though, down in the comment section below. And let me know if you've had any back-to-back games that are this high in damage. I'd really be curious to know. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help us out. And with that being said, have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.